Now, let's talk little bit about Power BI ecosystem. Now, what is this Power BI ecosystem? Over a period of time, Microsoft has added a lot of tools and management capabilities around Power BI. Now, there is an ecosystem which you can use now. So, Power BI, the first thing which you have in the Power BI is the Power BI desktop. So, the Power BI desktop is the tool where you are going to have your development done. So, entire your development is going to happen around the Power BI desktop. Now, Power BI desktop is not the tool where you are going to share it with the other users. You are going to share the report after publishing it on the Power BI services. Now, Power BI services is where the place you can share the reports, you can schedule the report, you can schedule your incremental ETL, you can schedule it to send it to few people out here. Then you have the mobile app where people can see their reports, the dashboards on the mobile. Now, to work this desktop with Power BI services or Power BI mobile, you need something known as Power BI on-premise gateway. And this on-premise gateway is for the databases which are still on premises. There are quite a few databases which doesn't need to be on premise in case of Power BI, but this databases or those databases which are there on premises, you need Power BI on premises gateway for that. So you have Power BI on premise gateway with you. Now, so this is, we have Power BI desktop we talked about Power BI services, we talked about Power BI mobile apps, and now we talked about Power BI gateway. Now, Power BI on-premise gateway is for the on-premises databases. There are web databases which you can directly be able to configure, or the cloud databases which you will be directly able to configure on Power BI services and can schedule your incremental data. Now, very important, you have to understand that Power BI desktop is a development environment. It is not shareable environment. Okay, so you have to develop and share it in Power BI services, and to share it in Power BI services, the minimum licensing which you are going to need is Power BI Pro license. Power BI desktop is free. You can download, register with your organizational ID or your institute ID and can use it. So to learn Power BI, the biggest thing and good advantage is that Power BI desktop is free. You can download it, install it, and even publish files. They will not be shared with others with your organizational ID, and you can use it. There are limitations in terms of that, but still you will be able to use Power BI desktop free of cost. Now, Power BI also has come up, and this is typically we are carrying forward from approach of in-house installation, something known as Power BI reporting server. And then Power BI reporting server means that you're going to install the Power BI on premises, and this Power BI service component which we have here is going to come from the Power BI reporting services. Now, for Power BI reporting services, there is a Power BI desktop which is optimized for reporting server. Now, there is a special version. This version typically is 3 to 6 months behind Power BI desktop, and we have to use that particular version. Now, so this is what you have, the Power BI desktop optimized for reporting server. Now, other than that, we have something known as Power BI report builder, and some of you who has used in the past. So you have to use Power BI desktop optimizes for reporting server if you are planning to install that in-house. But mostly the suggested way is that you go for the Power BI desktop along with the Microsoft ecosystem which has been provided on Azure, and take advantage of that. So that's the suggested way. But yes, if you want to have it in-house, you have reporting server. Now, you have Power BI report builder also, which we were discussing. So Power BI report builder is basically all about creating paginated report. Now, Power BI report builder helps us to create pixel perfect report. Now, irrespective of whatever we do, in Power BI desktop and create those jazzy reports which are, giving you insights and quickly get it, there would be users who will need the reports which are pixel perfect or which are pretty detailed and need huge amount of data. Now, having a BI tool running on desktops or running on web, preferably when you are using Power BI services, that's not the ideal way. So that's not optimized. The BI tool is not optimized for that, pixel perfect reports or the reports which are, pretty detailed in nature. Now, Power BI report builder or Power BI paginated report is answer for that. And some of you who might have built those reports on SSRS or SSIS, you are pretty much find it very similar uh, kind of stuff which you are going to do here. So you will enjoy that. Now you are going to get very similar. And now this ecosystem is integrating. Now Power BI is planning that you have a Power BI desktop report which is published on Power BI services, and then you can drill down on that from that report to Power BI paginated report. So basically the complete integration from a BI report to a pixel perfect report. And that is where I said that this is an ecosystem which is Power BI or which is Microsoft is enhancing day by day. Now Power BI has a very smooth integration with Excel. So there is a component analyze in Excel which we will be discussing in our later videos, by virtue of which you can actually analyze your data in Excel. Now in the newer versions of the Excel, you have a connector for Power BI dataset. So what happens when you publish it to Power BI services, you will get a dataset. Now this dataset you can analyze in Power BI report builder, or you can analyze this dataset in Excel. So in that manner, this integration is pretty smooth. And then you can further go ahead and create a new report in Power BI desktop using this dataset. So I can use one Power BI file only for creation of my models in Power BI and then publish it, and then at all three places, desktop, paginated report, which is report builder, and Excel, we are going to analyze all three of them in a similar manner with the same data set. Means the analysis would be different. One is basically the BI analysis, one is basically the Excel analysis, one is basically the drill down or the paginated report analysis. But there is one truth there: Power BI dataset. Now there is something which is known as, now what happens when you go to the Power BI desktop, you have a layer which is for data preparation, which we call as Power Query or Edit Query or data transformation mode. Now this allows you kind of ETLing. You can transform your data in a particular shape, you can merge two data set, and when we are trying to create the star schema which is not available, we are going to use this layer. Now, but what would happen that, team A and team B are working on this same stuff, they will end up doing the same kind of transformation on the Power BI desktop, almost similar kind of transformation. So Power BI has come up with data flows. Now data flows is online available in Power BI services, where you can do this ETLing or pre-processing of the data before you use it in Power BI desktop. So instead of doing the data preparation step, I can create a global data preparation or maybe a kind of a data mart kind of a data preparation, which is basically limited to a set of tables or limited to a department into the data flows, and then I use that data flow into the Power BI and publish it to Power BI service. So it means the data preparation step is out from the business development team or out from the responsibilities of the BI team and can go back to the IT team or the ETL team, which is much more expertise in doing that. So that part is now developing and becoming more and more stronger in the data flows. Now when you are doing this Power BI, you will need a lot of administration, like who all should be able to see the gateways, who all should be able to see reports in Power BI service, who should have access of Power BI admin, who should be able to control those accesses, or who should be able to control the Power BI gateway. So these permissions are lying different places in Platform administration, which is going to deal with Power BI on-premises gateway, as well as the Power BI admin, which is also going to control the permissions for on-premise gateway. There is something known as, you will heard over a period of time, sensitivity labels. And if you are familiar with Office, you might be knowing that for each document or each email, if you are using Microsoft ecosystem, you can describe their sensitivity are they, highly secure things, or their information should be secure while data transmission. You have that kind of tagging attached to it, and that is governed by office admins. In the office admin you have security where it is governed, and that's where the office admin will play a role by defining the data security labels, and those labels can be used in Power BI desktop, Power BI services, and all other related apps. Now, Power BI admin will allow you which all users can have access to gateway, which all users can have access to workspace, which is space is going to be premium, and all those. So we are going to look into all those detail into the Power BI admin module, and we are going to discuss a little bit of that in this series too.